Hey, you take care, and I appreciate you spending time with us in here tonight.
The PMDB video series established April 2010. Today's date is October 23rd, 2020. It's Friday, yay! Still 2020, folks. Yeah. I watched Alien for the first time ever just moments ago. I got it as a Christmas gift years and years ago. All four films in the same DVD box set. I've never been interested in aliens, so this alien film really had to, draw me in, make some sort of enjoyment for me on a subject as far as movie aliens go. The classic ones, all green, big head, all that stuff. That stuff doesn't interest me. Blood and guts doesn't interest me in horror films, and this film was a bit, technical. Well, there was some blood and guts, but it was like a lot of alien parts and stuff. And it's like, where's the story? Okay, there's 7 of you. You're all in this big spaceship, and you're being killed one by this alien. Okay, is that all we've got to go on? No great dialogue. I'm well aware this film is beloved by many. I think it has like a 7.9 rating. Uh, you know, that seems to be the average score with a lot of people, but I could only give it 3.3 out of 10. Gotta be honest with you, this, as I say, this was the type of film that had to draw me in, but I didn't get much enjoyment out of. Now, granted, the practical effects for the most part were very well done, but the story didn't interest me. I was bored during it. I thought it was way too predictable, and there was few moments of joy in this movie. And not one you should watch during 2020 because there's a lot of isolation feeling. There's that horrible quarantine word which I can't stand now. It's mentioned in the film. I just major thumbs down from me. And I've been looking through all my films I own, even the ones like Alien I've never watched before. And I decided, why now is the time to go through each and every single one of my DVDs I own. Most of them I got years ago when I was a teen, or Christmas gifts, birthday, you get the picture. How about I go through them one by one in order of the year they came out? So I went through 60s films, which was the majority of those were Bond, James Bond. And then 70s, a couple of 10s like Halloween and Jaws, major 10 out of 10s from me. I really enjoyed Jaws 2 on this rewatch. It doesn't get the credit it deserves. Very solid sequel. My Bond rankings have changed slightly. Thunderbolts made its way up the ranks, while Live and Let Die is near the bottom of the 10 I've rewatched so far. I've rewatched the Bond films a lot, and Live and Let Die in this rewatching has fallen down, and Thunderbolts made its way up. I'll show you my current rankings for the Bond films. Anyways, enough about films. Let's move on to fake fights wrestling. Here is my top 5 for the 1999 Royal Rumble. No chance in hell. That was the tagline. 5th spot goes to the Big Boss Man. When the Big Boss Man, I think Big Boss Man was very underappreciated in the Attitude Era. He was great in the Golden Age, and I think he's still pretty damn good here in the Attitude Era. He takes a hell of a stunner. 4th place, The Rock. 3rd place, Mankind. They had an I Quit match here. Now, a lot of other wrestling fans would have probably placed Mankind or The Rock at the top of this ranking list for the 1999 Royal Rumble, but not me. I think the 1999 Royal Rumble, the draw, And, I think overall it delivered. It was interesting, in my opinion, interesting and never a dull moment Rumble match, Rumble event in general. And, the whole idea of Stone Cold Steve Austin starting as number one, going up against his arch nemesis, Mr. McMahon, at number two, it was so much fun. That was, for me, the main draw to this show, and I think it delivered overall. It had that moment where you never thought you'd ever see Mr. McMahon win the Royal Rumble, a non wrestler winning the Royal Rumble. It was unheard of at the time. And I liked seeing The Undertaker again and his Ministry of Darkness gimmick, liked all that stuff. Mabel, I liked the whole scene of Austin getting attacked in the women's toilets by the corporation. He's laid down, he gets taken to hospital, then he comes back like a badass, with the ambulance. He driving the ambulance he got taken away with, and all great stuff. Only like the Stone Cold Steve Austin could pull off. He plays it straight. A lot of this stuff could look really, bad and like almost like a self parody, but Austin always played it straight. Pure badass here. And this, the McMahon Austin feud is the greatest feud in wrestling ever. And at the 1999 Royal Rumble, it was at its peak. So my number one, Steve Austin. Number two, Mr. McMahon. There's my top five for the 1999 Royal Rumble.